Hello, everyone. I'm kind of tired, so this one might be a little incoherent, but I just got done with a long day at work. The rant I want to do right now is about being self-employed, okay? When I talk to people and tell them I'm self-employed, I get various reactions. Most of them are like, oh, that must be great. You get to make your own hours. You get to make your own schedule. You get to work when you want. That's not how it works. Not at all. The few self-employed people I know tend to be workaholics because, well, I'm at work, by the way. That's what you do when you're self-employed. One of the reasons that happens is because, well, when you work an hour, you get an hour's worth of income. When you're employed by an employer, when you work an hour, let's say you bring in $5,000 in that hour to your employer, he doesn't pay you $5,000. He pays you your salary or your hourly rate. So when you work for an employer, the motivation's a lot less. Now, I do have other employees that work for me. Right now, I don't have very many. I've had as many as 20, 25 employees working for me. Right now, I've got like 5 or 6 because we're in a slow season. But most of my employees get paid well. They don't get paid by the hour. They get paid a percentage of their income and the percentage of the revenue they bring in. And the reason for that is I want to keep them. When you pay them well, they want to stay around. It's called economics, okay? The top performers get paid better than the lower performers, and that's how it is. It motivates people to work. So I have a couple of employees here who work hard and do well because of it. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is I don't get to make my own schedule. Not the other thing, but one of the things. I don't get to make my own schedule. My time is for my clients. So my clients want me here at 10 in the morning till 11 at night. I'm here 10 in the morning till 11 at night. I didn't do that today. Today I was here from 3 p.m. till like 10:30. That doesn't count email time. That doesn't count paperwork time. That's time working with clients. So on top of that, I have time working with clients, doing payroll, all sorts of other stuff. So I tend to be extremely busy. For example, this Sunday, I'm going to be at the office from 9 a.m. till 11 p.m. There is no breaks in there. I don't take breaks because if I take a break, I lose an hour's worth of income. Okay? And an hour's worth of income can be anywhere from $8 to $1,200, $1,300. Okay? So I don't really want to give up that hour's worth of income. No, I just don't want to. Plus, I'd rather get my work done and have that extra hour at home, so I tend not to take breaks. Leaves you really tired. Okay? So my schedule is not my own. Sure, if I was self-employed in other ways, that might be true, where I get to set things. But most self-employed people, their schedule involves around their clients. You just don't. I don't get to take vacations when I want. I don't get to do a lot of things. My vacations are based upon the downtime that the business itself has with the business cycle. Okay? Paycheck. I don't work. I don't get paid. So let's say I get sick and go to the hospital for a month. There's no paycheck for a month. Okay? That's one of the things I envy about people who have real jobs, and I've thought about quitting this and getting a job for that reason alone. Health insurance, and if I get sick, I could get paid while I'm on sick leave. A lot of you get that. I don't. Don't work, no pay. So I tend to go to work sick because I don't want to miss a day at work. The other thing is bills. The rent on my office is in the thousands of dollars per month. I have payroll taxes that are more than a lot of people's salaries. Because of these things, I have to work to keep the bills paid. There's no choice. Okay, I got too many dependents. I have too many taxes and bills to pay. The cost on my business, operating expenses with taxes and everything, is around $120,000 a year. So I have to earn above that to have income. That is just how it is. Okay? So it's not all it's cut up to be. You have an awful lot of responsibilities. I do handle an awful lot of money. Revenue on my business is pretty good. Now, when I said expenses, I didn't count payroll in that. So my revenue's balanced pretty good with my payroll because I pay my employees a percent of the business. The other problem I have is there's many different types of self-employment. You have the person who owns a small store. Well, they're there when the store is open. So they work a lot. I don't have a store. I have an educational service. So I'm here when school is in session. When school's out of session, I'm not here. Now, having a store would be easier because if I find a good manager, I could hire them and work on opening a second store. The problem with my business is I am the business. The people come here to see me. It's my reputation that drives the business. So I can't expand this. I can't open another one. My revenue is capped at what I personally can do. Okay? Now, let's say I were to open a preschool or a daycare. Well, that one, if you hire the right people, you can open another, you can open another, you can open another. Take a small profit off each one, pay your employees well, and eventually you got enough of them, you're not working anymore, you're just managing the managers, which still will be a job and still consume a lot of time, but it would be better than working for an employer. So there's a lot of things that go into running a small business, okay? It's the main reason I don't have free time, because I've got so many responsibilities, so many bills that must be paid. I must be here to earn that money. If I don't earn that money, the bills are not paid, we get in trouble. And that kind of trouble is not good. So I just thought I wanted to drop a short rant on being self-employed and what that can be like. Again, I own a little educational business, so you can see the marker board behind me. I was just teaching physics. Okay, my classroom, this room right here, seats 100, okay? This does seat 100 people. The other classrooms in here, we have 2 smaller classrooms that only seat 2 or 3 going that way. Behind me, I'm going to turn the camera back at me. Behind me, we have another classroom that seats 80. Then behind that, there's another classroom that seats 70. And then there's 2 more going down that way. So we got about 6,000 square feet of classroom space. So this is by no means a small operation. And boy, it keeps me busy and keeps me working and keeps me tired. So I just thought I'd drop a short rant about being self-employed. I don't want to get too many specifics about my business because, well, there might be someone listening, I don't want to hear it. Most of my subscribers are fine. I wouldn't mind sharing whatever with you guys. But there's a few people who get on these videos who shouldn't. Family members, stuff like that. You don't need to know my business. Well, anyhow, I hope you have a good evening. Hope you enjoyed the short little talk. I'm going to go home, get some dinner, and go to bed. That's what I'm going to do. This person is tired. I have 2 days off, and then a very long day, and then 3 days off, and then I start up the second summer session. I'll talk to you all later.